Good morning. It's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up just a while ago. I did not realize last night I was reading and working on some stuff, and I was a bit more exhausted, and then I just passed out. So when I woke up at the beginning, I was a bit confused. Is it 4 o'clock in the morning or in the afternoon? Because had it been afternoon, that means I have missed out my working day, which could have been quite unfair because I should be a bit more responsible when it comes to job responsibilities. But later on, I did realize it's in 4 in the morning, because if usually I set an alarm before sleeping, but last night, since it was an unplanned sleep, so I forgot setting an alarm, and I was a bit alarmed when I woke up. But fortunately, that is 4 a.m. in the morning. I was following through a guide, which is a guide provided by our speaking club, which contains set of guidelines how we should be improving our public speaking. And there are different pathways, and my pathway is presentation mastery, and second pathway that I have adopted is dynamic leadership. So in presentation mastery, there are different set of steps that we will have to follow through to reach a certain level where we can attain mastery over presentation skills. For instance, in level 1, there are different set of steps which we'll have to cover, and then there comes level 2, 3, 4, 5, and each subsequent level is advanced stage compared to the previous stage. And in that guide, it provides a set of guidelines how we'll have to work through on each step. And fortunately, to my rescue, because I was falling short of speech topics or practice topics that I should be speaking on, then I did realize there is a best way to speak about that will also help me to attain mastery over those rules, because that will, on the one hand, will be helping me out to understand the elements of that guide, and then bring those rules into practice. And simultaneously, I will also have the opportunity to speak about those rules in this videos when I'm doing it, and when I'm practicing it on my own in front of the camera, which is a bit scary, especially for the first time, because I'm not used to using camera. So in that guide, for instance, first stage and then first step is icebreaker, where we take the initial first step and then break the ice and move forward towards our journey of improving public speaking. And second step is about writing a speech with a purpose. At the beginning, it seemed to be a silly idea, a rubbish idea. Why do we need to write a speech? We are supposed to speak, not supposed to write. But later on, when I dive deep into the elements, requirements, why, and rationale behind that, then I did realize that is the most important thing, especially for someone who is new beginner like myself. Because whenever what happens, the issue is whenever I'm not used to public speaking, and this is the beginning stage, and I am going for some speech, oftentimes I'm able to manage the speech and complete the required time as well, but problem occurs in managing the speech in an organized way. For instance, if I'll have to speak about three elements within a speech, then I'm even able to speak on three those elements. But whenever I'm coming onto the stage, I tend to forget the sequence in a chronological order, which is very unfortunate, and it is obviously due to the lack of practice, and I'm not used to speaking on stage. Therefore, it loses its momentum whenever we are communicating or speaking to someone, because it is a disorganized speech. Message, essential message, loses its utility. Therefore, I did realize whenever I am trying to write a speech, I'm trying to organize in such a way so that one sentence is coherently connected with another sentence, and collectively that particular paragraph or an idea is connected to another idea, and then another idea leads to a sequence of ideas, and then we can conclude in the best possible way. And that is the essence, and that is the essence, that is the unique quality of speakers who are the best speakers. And I did realize that, yeah, that is really essential, that whenever I am writing a speech, it is not necessarily that I should be writing a speech, but at least I should be keeping in view those essential ingredients which are needed for delivering a best possible speech. There should be a proper beginning, in an introductory beginning, then the main body where we try to explain or expand our idea, and then there should be a solid conclusion. Therefore, I did realize I should be practicing on in front of camera those elements which can be really useful. Even a couple of times I had the opportunity of starting the meeting, I did realize I was not able to sustain the meeting in a very controlled, organized way, and the reason being that then when I started reflecting, I did realize there should be a solid beginning to set the stage for the meeting. For instance, I can just start through informal conversation leading to the discussion, and then at the end key message with good salutations, which gives a good lasting impression when we are interacting with. Unfortunately, my camera is giving me the signal that it is short of charge, which is unfortunate. There is some sort of interruption, but hopefully I have tried to record the purpose of that module. But anyway, I will carry on this message because today I'll be leaving for another city, Swindon. So I will carry on this discussion further. I'll read more as well this evening.